And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome back to another episode of To Be Announced. It is episode 6. And this is another episode. I just said that twice, but that's all right. I'm your host, Malik Moss, a.k.a. Daddy Longleg, a.k.a. I Don't Eat Gluten Free, joined by the rest of the councilmen. I will let them introduce themselves. Go ahead, brothers.
What up, y'all? El Presidente back for another round, aka that voice in your girl's ear, aka Meat Print Poppy, aka the Big D, Government Patrick D, and the D stands for whatever the fuck you want it to. Go ahead with your bad selves.
All right, go ahead, fellas.
We gonna do this
As you can
again.
see,
We gonna do this
as you can
again.
see, it happened again. This is Aaron. Keep it simple. That's it.
I like it.
Yo, what up, cowards? This is El Piata de Oro. My name is my name. If you don't find me in the villa in Anguilla, you could find me in Las Olas, white blazer, no shirt on, Ferragamo's off clearance. Don't even look me in my eyeballs, or you can find me at work.
I can deal with it. I can deal with it.
Word. And we are back again to review another album. This week, Iggy Azaelia, the new classic. Iggy Azaelia, Grand Hustle's own, Australia's own, released her full-length LP, her first full-length LP, the new classic in 2014. And we're just going to run through it. Brother Patrick, I'll go ahead and let you start it off.
All right, so let's talk Iggy Azalea. Let's talk Iggy Azalea commercial. Here's what I learned after listening to the new classic. A lot of her singles I'd heard before, but after listening through the album a good once, I got that this is pop rap. You'll hear Julian say warm milk a lot of the times. Here's the thing. I don't mind warm milk, especially when you put it in the microwave, leave it in there for like 30 seconds, comes out just right, helps a nigga sleep at night. But I do have a problem with recycled milk, and that's what I got. And the entire album is just this poppy feel. Not only that, the flow is about the same shit. This is very mundane. This is about the come up, and this happens for most songs in the album. Now, Iggy Azalea, she came from a certain place in life, okay? But what I do not need to hear is you rap about you come up, people's doubting you, every single song on the damn album. You fucking killing me, Iggy. You're killing me. I'm not even gonna go through the track list, all right? Because pick one song out of however many, you probably gonna hear something about her having come up and now she's the best. Okay? Self-proclaimed the best. Alright? Stop it. I'm done. I'm tired with it. Okay? I just reviewed Views. I was the one who said we should introduce a new album into the mix. My bad. I thought we might have something to kind of critique here. You know, and
this
then
is Patrick's fault. I forgot. This is your
yeah, you know what? Just put this one on me, and we gonna go ahead and let Julian pick the next one because I don't know how to choose albums like that. All right, my bad. I was hoping for something that might give us a little bit of diversity in the playthrough, and this was big diversity. Unfortunately, this album for me receives a 5 out of 10. A 6 in case you are a feminist and you happen to stand for female empowerment, but a 5 for me because I am, well, no, I stand for female empowerment too. Ladies, this ain't empowering for you. It stays at a 5. Sorry. I'm done.
That was an extremely hot take. extremely hot. But my opinions of Igloo Australia's album was a lot less hot as fast. In my opinion, it was a pretty. It started off very slow, very repetitive. But like halfway through the album, it got a lot better. You have the same content, but better beats, better flow. So I give you that. This is an album that should have won like album of the year. Nah, but after listening to it, I can understand why the voters picked it. Cause you got someone rapping about a come up, which is always a good story. Unfortunately, unless you're J. Cole, this story works.
I'm pretty sure everyone who was voting on the top album never listened to J. Cole or know anything about content.
Which is why I said I can understand why they voted it top album.
I'm pretty sure.
Say on
I'm pretty sure it's just because they saw the name.
that works.
Okay, feet below, I feel rapping men. Whoosh. If.
No, but I was saying, for people who vote on like top album, Billboard, Grammys, Caucasian, early 40s, 50s, give or take. If they listen to this album, I can understand why they feel it's top album. I don't agree, but I can understand why.
What 40 or 50-year-old listening to rap like that besides Eminem?
Exactly. They don't. That's why I say I can understand why they pick it.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's true, but I can understand it. So I thought it was a pretty good album, in my opinion. Not something I can play, left and right, but if the song come on, I might listen to it, then hit skip halfway through. But that's about it.
What would you
rate
give
it,
it, brother Aaron?
I was getting there.
Oh, my bad.
Well, I could give it a solid 7. It's better than Views, in my opinion.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah,
Well,
I'd
she's
say it's better
actually
than Views.
rapping, so yeah.
What?
As a rap album, she's more qualified than Views.
Actually,
The
I
batting
guess-
average is higher.
I
Much
guess
higher.
you have me there. I can't really dispute that.
Yeah, I thought it was a solid album. Could have been better, of course, but
You can't win a
For-
dunk contest shooting threes. At least Iggy Azaelia is getting to the basket. She could barely touch rim, but at least she's getting to the basket.
Oh no, she got those Maurice Spates dunks, man.
No. She got the
No.
strong layups. Strong layups.
No, they got that
Baby
girl,
Davis dunks.
I was gonna say she got those Brittany Grimer dunks. You know her?
Pretty much actually dunk. She actually dunk.
It ain't pretty to look at, but it gets in there. Oh,
I gotta
don't
look
tell
at
me.
her.
Okay, hold up. Let me stop my words short before I have Brittany Grimer looking for me on this vlog trying to talk about what you say I look like. I'm gonna stop myself. Thank you.
I gotta look
Because,
her up.
she plays for the WNBA, so she definitely has time to watch this show.
Oh man.
Actually, that probably does make sense. Just saying.
Yo, I think the highest salary for a WNBA player is like, what, 72 grand or something?
Are you
Something like that.
serious?
Bro,
That's
it's
how
not.
much they get paid?
Yes,
Wow. They're getting robbed, man. God damn.
they're really not.
I'm not gonna tackle this. Not in this call.
Sorry about that.
You good, brother?
We were just ragging on WNBA.
Yeah, I got halfway. I heard the part about Brittany Griner and then the call drop.
WNBA, I think that is a good comparison or good metaphors to use for Iggy Azalea because she does remind me. Well, before Julie made that reference, I was gonna say after listening to this album, this was like a musical telling of the movie Bring It On. You guys remember that movie? Just the entire layout.
I think
I wholeheartedly
Oh,
agree.
wait, was that the
I
cheerleader
wholeheartedly
movie?
agree. Yes, sir.
That was a cheerleader movie. I think Gabrielle
I
Union.
wholeheartedly agree.
So say Gabrielle Union is just the rap industry, just rap culture, and Iggy Azalea is, the protagonist, the white girl underdog, trying to make it in, you know, trying
and
to get
and
a
and
respect.
and and, uh, and T.I.'s the rich dad that pays for the whole event.
There you go. Exactly. And then, she goes through whatever trials or tribulations she has to. And then at the end, she gets the glory. And then, I don't know. I guess Gabrielle Union gives her the nod of approval, like, all right, white girl. All right, you good. You good. But she, kind of to piggyback on what Patrick or what Aaron was saying, it's, you know, I listened to
You
it.
can't even say anything about it. That's how bad it is. Don't lie to yourself. You're trying to invent stuff.
It's not the worst thing I've heard. There's far worse out there, but it's not my forte. Not something I'm going to listen to back to back. It's just not for me. It's Iggy telling us about her journey being alone in California at 16, didn't need any help, lost love, heartbreak, men cheating on her, which I guess is, still a common thread in her life right now. But it was but shouts out to
Did no one get that reference besides me? Because that's messed up.
I'm sorry, y'all. My fault. Shouts out to Iggy. You know, it wasn't the worst thing. I sort of gained a respect for her after listening, actually giving her an honest listen. I did like my favorite track was Work. I liked the instrumental it was tough. The lyrics were, pretty solid. And other than that, I'd say it's likable for it's empowering, for young women, maybe young white women or just girls in general. So I will give her that nod of respect. As far as what I would rate it, I'd give it about, I guess I'd say a 5, just a standard album. Like I said, would I listen to it again? Probably not. But hey, it serves its purpose for somebody. So I do respect that. So that's all I really thought about the album. So what what about you, Julian?
Well, the thing is, man, it's very, very hard for me to give an unbiased. Well, I could be unbiased. The thing is, this album is a little different because I know what it's targeting and who it is and is not for. So I can actually give an honest opinion about that. Um, One thing about Iggy is that this album went platinum, which is great. She had a dope single. Not dope for me, but it was great. Very successful, all that. Okay, that's cool. But she's from Australia, so I was imagining before going in, I was gonna imagine a didgeridoo playing for an hour and do your Googles on what a what a didgeridoo, a didgeridoo. It's an Australian instrument. You could probably hear it in practically every National
You talking about a
Geographic
didgeridoo?
commercial. Yeah, whatever it's called. Do your Googles, audience. But let's see. I mean, it was okay. It was better than what I expected. I mean, the next time it would probably pop up on my Spotify as if my 14-year-old sister took my Spotify account. But I'm looking through the producers. You got like who? Stargate, Watch the Duck, DJ Wingading. I don't know. You got a whole bunch of random names in there. The beats are okay. The lyrics are better than I expected, but truth be told, I'll probably never hear this again. But shout out to Iggy. She went platinum. This album was not for me. And I saw other guest lists. You see things like Rita Ora. What does Rita Ora do professionally? Does anyone know?
She's a singer.
Yo, did Jay-Z sign her to Rock Nation to fulfill some kind of diversity requirement?
I really have no idea.
She's
I
Becky with
know,
the
I know
Yo,
nothing about.
I'm gonna find her LinkedIn profile. I need to have some questions answered. But
nah,
anyway,
Rita
that's neither here nor there.
with the good hair.
She's on Rock Nation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's on Rock Nation.
she's
Uh,
Rock Nation. She actually had a deal with Adidas. Still has one with Adidas.
Doing what
She's
exactly?
I don't know, but she's actually more well known overseas than she is in the States.
I guess so. I mean, I'm guessing we can get let's get sponsored by Adidas at this rate.
Damn.
Well,
I
Adidas trying to that's the only thing.
I feel all we got to do is just buy 8,000 fake followers and apply for sponsors and it's lit.
I'm
But
sorry, potential sponsors, please do not listen to what he's saying. I will not endorse what he's saying. Just don't take this and listen to this, please. We would love to have any aid that you can give us, please. Thank you.
Adidas, we love you. We love you.
I love when your tents come out to the Waterford area. They're very nice. They have a lot of merchandise for me to buy, even though I'm very cheap and I probably wouldn't buy it anyway. I appreciate that you put it out for me to look at.
thank you for contributing to the culture. Now, but back to what I was saying. I don't know. I mean, I'm not. It's hard for me to say this album is trash because I'm not gonna sit there and watch an Adam Sandler movie and complain about the plot lacking cohesion because I know what Adam Sandler brings to the table. So therefore, it's hard for me to say an album like this is trash. I'd probably give it an unbiased opinion of a 5 out of
Oh,
10, strictly because I'll never listen to it again. Um, but that's it.
thank you, brother.
Yeah. I you know, when just I kind of struggled after listening to the album, still having it qualify as a rap album. I feel personally I wouldn't completely label it a rap album. I'm not sure which genre.
It's too much pop in the actual album. It
No, no, no,
feels
no, no,
like
no. If Drake's albums are rap albums, this is definitely a rap album.
okay.
I agree.
Well, what I was gonna say is, you remember at the end of Good Kid, Mad City, when I think it's Kendrick talking to, or Kendrick's mom is leaving the voicemail, and she said, make us something that we can step to. We from Chicago. We like to dance. This is like commercial rap at its finest. Things that you would hear in the club that aren't like Panda or whatever. And this is like a mix of like dance and actual rap. Like Work. That's a very practical example of a song. Like you could probably get that song, a bunch of people step into it. Don't ask me who the hell's gonna step to Iggy Azaelia, but a bunch of people step into that shit and just getting jiggy with it, and that like kills the entire vibe of like an album that you would listen to and expect to call a rap album. in my opinion. So maybe you think the same way, because I had to reach that realization as I was listening to the album.
Well,
Yeah.
I have one thing. There's only one music group that I know who can actually rap and still make dancing music. Put it on the same album, and it still sounds cohesive. That's Audio Push. They can
You
have
know,
music you can dance like step to at the same time. Have real rap music, like actual rap. It still sounds cohesive on the same album, same song. To be honest,
Yeah, and to piggyback on the commercial thing, look, I have no problem with commercial music. I mean, I was happy that Meek Mill won the best rap album last year, even though it probably wasn't the best rap album, but I listened to it. It was a dope album.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a dope album. He was actually rapping. There was little to no saying. I'm great. I'm happy about that. And so, I mean, comparing to another commercial record, I mean, I consider this a rap album. Now, is this a rap album I would ever listen to in life? No, but that's neither here nor there.
Iggy is I think she exists in that Black Eyed Peas Flow Rider bubble. A lot of
Yeah,
commercial success, and that's fine. I'm not mad at that. So.
yeah.
Is
Once
Florida
again,
still making music?
Yes, he is killing it. I'm not like
he is getting paid.
he is getting paid.
and his
The thing
hairline is
is,
holding on for dear life.
he's doing music for movies. That's what getting him paid. It's the movies
Oh,
that's getting him
shit.
paid.
Good for him.
I haven't been back on the actual movie soundtrack. Gives you hella royalties. So look at every single time
I'm
they play.
all about royalties.
Plus, every time they play on DirecTV, Xfinity, Comcast, etc. That's a couple quarters here and there, but it adds up.
Yeah, that man.
But yeah, and back to what you were saying, I agree. She's in that lane, and there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm not going to sit there and watch Dora the Explorer and get mad about the plot content. That wasn't there for me.
Oh.
It serves a purpose.
You need more sensitivity training. I'm going to recommend a course to you at work. That's what I'm going to do.
No, that is, it has its purpose, it has its lane, and so I'm not going to judge it off of that. Just like I can judge Views as an R&B album, or I can judge Nelly as a country artist. They all have their own lanes.
Oh.
Oh man.
I thought it was just that one song.
Nelly's a country artist. You really can't say he isn't.
He's more pop than country, in my opinion. He's more pop. He's more that Ja Rule way than country.
Brother Malik, maybe you want to take this to personal selections for the week.
Let's do that. Personal selection. I'll go ahead
Kick
and
it off,
start
Brother
it.
Malik.
I'll start it off. My personal selection for the week is Vic Mensa's There's a Lot Going On. It was just released this weekend. It's a EP. It's a free EP. It's on Apple Music and also available online. Definitely worth a listen. Shout out to Vic. I'm a big fan of Vic from the Save Money Camp. Definitely delivered a solid project yet again. That's my piece. What about you, Aaron?
I actually have three pieces from the week this past week. The first one being that Casey Veggies customized Wrigley 4.
Yes.
That's been on heavy rotation since I got it last weekend.
Yeah, that's a banger.
The best song in there to me is Committed, because it's the beat and him, the auto-tune singing, but the side music is very good song. That, Street Fame, and New Jack City. So Casey Veggies don't really expect lyrics, but just expect some good quality music you can vibe to. That's got that one. The second piece was by Eric Elliott called Renoir, which was a mixtape from about 2010, and it really shows his lyrical abilities that you hardly see showcased on Flatbush Zombie songs. And the third piece was actually Flatbush Zombies Better Off Dead. Listen to it again in full yesterday actually, and I can honestly say that's one of the best produced albums I've ever heard. Second to Kendrick's To Pimp a Butterfly.
Which one was that called again?
Better Off Dead. It's their album from like mid 2014.
Hmm.
Yeah, very good album. The best song in there to me, well, best two songs, well, three songs, is the first song, American Pie, which shows all three of their lyrical ability. You got Club Soda with Action Bronson, and 222, the one song that Eric Elliott produced and wrote for himself. Very, very good song. And that's my three pieces for the week.
All right, brother Julian.
Man, can we acknowledge that Jay-Z's been winning for like the past 2 weeks straight at age 87?
I give you 2 days. I give you 10 days.
I don't think it's 87, but I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'm
I
fairly
mean,
sure
it's
he's much
in rap
younger.
years. In rap years, it's like 87, but it wouldn't even matter.
Okay.
It don't even matter because look, when you have the greatest rapper of all time, and I say greatest rapper of all time, I'm not even welcoming a discussion on why that is or isn't true. When you have a guy 20 years later still bodying beats, that ought to be mentioned. I mean, I think this week was the Pusha T record, Drug Dealers Anonymous, and he also hopped on the All the Way Up remix. And come on, shout out to Fat Joe. That's a hit record too. Let's see. I've been in tune with that. And actually, one more thing. I want every single New York artist to not freestyle on the All the Way Up beat. Please do not ruin. Papoose, stay away from the studio. We don't need to hear that. I love you, man. You've been my favorite rapper in middle school, but that was about it. Please don't hop on it. I'm going to need every single dusty New York rapper with 800 views on YouTube to not freestyle on this record. Just let it breathe.
I think you just killed a lot of people's week.
It's okay. They need to go to work. So, look, so those were my favorite two records this week. I'm waiting for the new Fat Joe album. Fat Joe is one of my favorite rappers ever also. What else? I actually went back to Freddie Gibbs' album that came out last year. That was one of my top 5 favorite records. Do Your Googles. It was a dope record. And let's see. I actually took it back and listened to Fat Joe's third album on Friday. It was the Don Cartagena album. That was fire. So, more tough music, hit records, great records, and that's about it. No auto-tune involved.
Brother Pat, close us out, man.
My statement is brief. I will not be accepting questions afterwards. No, I'm just playing. Let's talk about what Pat the Black listened to. I had to look at my Spotify because we actually went on a little bit of a break. It seemed at some point after the new classic, which is what we reviewed. I listened to Juvenile because I was curious as to what Spotify radio would give me when I put in Back That Ass Up Radio, only to find out I was very disappointed and that I am not a fan of Juvenile, apparently. That that being said, apparently I also listened to the Deep Sleep playlist on my phone because apparently I was having trouble going to sleep. I was probably gaming or some bullshit and I was way too wired. Now that we got the funnies out of the way, I went and listened to Coloring Book. Isaiah, listen, I am not going to review the album. I'm only going to touch on it so briefly that you would feel like I just skimmed my fingers over the top of the album cover. Summary. It's very good. Warm milk based. People who drink none but protein powder, nails for breakfast with no fat reduced milk. This album may not be for you because we've had mixed reviews from some of the cast. I'm not going to touch on it at all. All I have to say is that album is on my top albums, and it features a very up-and-coming comedy figure called Haha Davis, is his Instagram handle, also known as Big Fella. If you don't know him, please go check him out at HAHADAVIS. Videos are fucking hilarious. I quote him all the time. Personally, I don't bring it much. Actually, I have quoted him on the show before. Guy's hilarious. Features on there. Chance the Rapper. Coloring Book. Excellent. That's it. Also, before Malik speaks again, I gotta do my sponsorship for the night because it seems like it's about that time. Ladies and gentlemen, Premier Voice Works brings another ad to you. This episode brought to you by Sling TV. When I was in very much need of something on which to watch the NBA Finals on, I turned to Sling TV. 20 plus channels along with extra channels featuring Adult Swim, NBC, CNN, Fox, TNT, ESPN 1 and 2, as well as a promotional deal to also watch LeBron James desperately struggle against the continuous onslaught that is the Warriors to no avail. Sling TV was there for me. Cable television has never been made easier. All you need to do is get you a Sling. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my time. Thank you very much.
Yo, shout out to all the sponsors that haven't sent us a cease and desist for all this false advertising.
And we continue to appreciate that, especially with the people still trying to get a start in the industry.
We out here, y'all. Embrace it.
Yo, can I say one thing? You mentioned how the Chance album is not for people that eat
May
my
not
kind
be,
of breakfast.
and that's because we talked about it, and that's why I said may not be instead of is not.
But at the same time, I appreciate a good asparagus once in a while. I like it. Not too much. I like to keep the good ratio. I like to keep it paleo. You know what I mean? You get your proteins, you get your lean meats, but you might want to have a nice piece of broccoli on the side once in a while. One of these days, if it's like 1:30 p.m. on an afternoon, I might check it out.
You and Isaiah are going to have many unpleasant words, and that's all I'm going to say. Also, by the way, greens are roughage, which actually would be harder material than like warm milk and stuff like that. That's fiber, by the way.
I mean, yeah, we need to get our digestive systems up,
Shout out to Isaiah. Couldn't be on the call today. You are here.
He's going to tear your ass up.
Nah, I like Chance. Chance is hilarious. I like what he brings to the table. I like how versatile he is. I haven't heard this record yet, but I'd say the only track I heard so far was the one with him and Jay Electronica.
Don't review it. Don't review it at all.
You sure you don't want me to review it?
No, he's gonna get so. But like I was that way about the Cold thing. This is what would set him off. Let's not do that.
Listen, the thing is, I like Chance over J. Cole, so I'd probably.
Let's stop. We
I'm
gonna
gonna say this now. Since we're on the subject of Chance, to me, he's a great rapper, but I just don't care for his music.
What did I just say?
Let's
what did I
stop.
just say? Y'all are incapable of listening.
No, I mean seriously. There's a lot of great rappers out there. Actually, I'll say the biggest problem is that there's too many rappers out. Yo, y'all need to do better. You need to do other jobs. I can't listen to all this music. I'm pretty sure Wale got some great records, but I don't care to listen because there's like 20,000 other records coming out on the same day.
It's not Wale, it's Whale. Okay, Whale. You had a discussion already.
Yo, Whale, I'm sorry, you're probably a dope rapper, but I have not heard any of your records yet.
Kind of a mixed bag on Wale.
But I'm saying as a lyricist, I mean, he's pretty versatile. So, but you know, I haven't sat down and listened to a whole album yet.
He makes me want to go watch Seinfeld, just out of his appreciation for it.
Yo, and I appreciate that. He got Jerry Seinfeld on an album. I'm pretty sure no one else does that. So, I don't know.
Oh,
I just never got
damn.
the chance. No pun intended.
All right, let's leave it right there. Let's leave it right there. Spiral down another well. But, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode. Thank you for tuning in. Look out. We will soon be available on iTunes. Once again, be on the lookout.
Watch out, Apple.
Watch out.
We getting our resolution up. Getting that logo right.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Oh, did we finish up the logo? We got the logo now?
Malik sent me the file. I just need to.
Yeah, we'll talk about
yeah.
it.
Say video coming soon.
What's that?
Say video coming soon. That 4K video, Ultra HD. Coming soon.
And please, we love it when you ask us questions. I think I had my first question in the comments box, and that was fun. It made me feel like I was an actual fucking celebrity, man. That shit is cool to me.
Yo, and he was definitely a West Side Gun fan.
No.
No, he was. I went on it.
Oh, you're talking about the other guy. I'm sorry.
The guy that commented.
I got you.
Yo, I feel he had a knife ready to throw through his laptop if he disagreed.
Yeah, I actually got that vibe too. That was kind of scary. I actually was very afraid for my life.
Shout out to my boy Eddie. He really fucks with your tagline, Julian. What's up, cowards?
I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta let cowards know that people in the building, and you need to make sure they're alert.
True. All right, Brother Malik, take us home, brother.
Thank you guys for tuning in. To be announced, Iggy Azaelia, protein, warm milk. Deuces.
Yo, and one last thing. The only Iggy we acknowledge is Andre.
Yes, fuck that nigga. You know, I can't even be mad. That's just me hating.
7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. It's lit.
Very lit.
And
With
we
that,
out.
shout out to the Sixers.
We out.
MVP with single-digit points.
All right, y'all. We out. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Later.